Hey, I'm Jordan.
And I'm Brittany.
And we're the Lungs. So at this time, we'd like to share with you some information, some random facts, random nuggets of truth in our hearts regarding youth ministry. My past is I grew up in a small town in western Illinois with a little over 1,000 people. That environment taught me how to have relationships with people and go deep because there weren't that many people to have relationships with. I loved hiking, camping, fishing, four-wheeling, hunting, or if you're from the city, you'd say ATVing. Anything along those natures in the outdoor, I love to do. I went to Evangel in 2007, and 4 years later, I graduated with a BA in theology. At my time at Evangel, I met an amazing, beautiful smoking gal from Florida, who I'm sitting next to right now, and we got married, and we're coming up on our 2-year anniversary here up in a little bit. I started my time at the Assemblies of God Theological Seminary in the fall of 2011, and I interned at James River Assembly for 2 years and learned some wonderful things and wonderful tools that God showed me while I was at my time there at James River Assembly. So on to Britt.
Well, I grew up in the city. I grew up just north of Clearwater, Florida, and there the sun and outdoors completely captured my time and attention. I grew up playing the piano, playing competitive softball. I loved spending time at the beach, and while I was there, I liked to play sand volleyball occasionally. I also attended Evangel, where I met this wild country boy. There, after 4 years, I graduated with a BS in elementary education, and currently attend the Assemblies of God Theological Seminary, where Jordan also goes. While he was interning at James River, I also volunteered there for 2 years in their Real Life Student Ministries, which is their youth program there, and enjoyed my time there very much.
Yeah. So we want to give you a few little random nuggets of truth about us. Since we're not there in Florida, we miss you guys, and some of you we haven't even met yet, but we're so excited to meet you, and we want to give you some random nuggets of truth. I am a Kansas City Chiefs fan.
And I'm a Green Bay Packer fan.
I am double jointed in my hips and can pop my hips out of place.
You're not double jointed.
Well,
you can pop your hip out.
I can pop my hip out of place.
I have some joints in my body that are double jointed, like my thumbs. It's kind of gross.
Yeah. I've had 2 knee surgeries.
I have had 3 foot surgeries.
We actually have a 6-month-old son. He's been a wonderful, wonderful son. He's actually Australian, and we adopted him when he was about, what, 3 months old?
Yep.
Yeah. So we'd like to show you him. His name's Harley.
He's our fur child.
He's our fur child. Say hello. Hello.
Look at the camera. This is Harley.
He's been very good. We've had him tied up on a leash, and he's been crying, and he's trying to not hit over the microphone or laptop that we have right here. And but yeah, that's some random facts about us. We'd like to share with you just our calling and our passion about youth ministry. When I was 18 years old, God called me into youth ministry. I had no idea what that meant. I hadn't even considered youth ministry before. I was going to start Evangel that coming fall, and I was planning on becoming an engineering major, and so that really threw off my plans, but I decided to submit to what God had told me and start youth ministry. And so fast forward a few years after we got married, God started speaking to our hearts last fall and the beginning of this year as well about church planting. And so we didn't know if that was the next step, if that was going to be years down the road. We just were unsure about it, but we just kept believing that God would lay things in our path and present people before us that would just take us along that journey with us and just solidify that calling that He's placed upon our lives. Brittany would like to share about our youth ministry.
Oh, not my call.
Yeah, and your calling.
Okay, well, from a young age, God burdened me also with youth, and I didn't feel a call into necessarily vocational youth ministry, but I just felt very burdened, even when I was in youth group, for the youth in my area. And it's been really interesting to watch God's plan unfold and calling us back to that area. I remember when I was in middle school feeling a call into ministry, but I always just thought that would be volunteering and being heavily involved in the local church. And then I met Jordan, and he was called into vocational ministry, and I've really, through that, just kind of experienced God's call on my life unfold through his call on Jordan's life. And so that has been really exciting, and I'm excited to just kind of come into ministry alongside of him.
Yeah, we're so humbled and honored to be part of your team, to meet you guys, and we just can't wait, and we just pray that God blesses you as you're down there, and want to say thanks for watching our crazy little video. So God bless. Bye.